Hello. Um, oh, okay. Anywho, hello. This conversation really consists of this is for Black people. Um, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but something's definitely going on. It low key winter shit not going on, you know? Winter things not going on, especially over here. I feel like Young Thug dropped the album, okay? And on the album, he's white, which is already like a jump scare for me because never mind. But it was a little alarming. And then the first song on the album, he's spamming the N-word, like ER, like spamming, like for the whole second half of the song. And I hate to be that person. Not really. I'm starting to not give a fuck at this point because y'all gotta like be for real. I feel like a lot of artists are aware of who's their audience, you know, who listens to them. You know, I don't think he did that for a sake of, I guess, trying to actually gain, you know, trust within the community of his fans. He did it to make sure that he continues to, you know, receive money. And the way this world is set up, they try their hardest to push out things like that, especially for Black people. They try their hardest to make sure that we're seen in a certain light, you know, make it seem like we don't really have no depth when it comes to us. So when it comes to like rap or whatever, the thing that's mainly highlighted are songs that are about killing each other and stealing, robbing, all of this extra shit. Excuse me. And mind you, that is unfortunately a lot of people's reality, but it's not all Black people's reality. And I feel like when you get off of social media, when you get out of that world and you really pay attention to what's around you, you'll be able to see that. Because even, you know, attending schools in the hood, I should have took this off. Attending schools in the hood, like, not all students were, it wasn't just like World War III within the schools. It wasn't. It genuinely wasn't. So we can't make it seem as if that's like the entirety of the Black community. And so I like to think, I really haven't been listening to him anyways, but I like to think that I really am, you know, done. And, you know, I used to be real big on him when I was younger. And it's crazy because the music don't even match now, but I understand everybody evolves or whatever, but the music literally is different, especially based off of the album that just came out. The music is different. So it's like, yeah, so it's like it is what it is. I now see that his intention is, and his agenda isn't for the sake of, you know, building a relationship with or having an important relationship with the people that are listening to his music. And I also believe that the way his mind is set up, especially seeing all these interviews and stuff, the way his mind is set up, I think he believes there's either white or Black, meaning, you know how white is supposed to be seen a certain way and black is supposed to be seen a certain way. I don't think he realizes there's variety in like the separate groups. And it's not even just a matter of variety. I just don't think he's experienced enough outside of the street life or whatever to realize that there's more to life. And if you watch his interviews and pay attention to the way that he reacts to things, or, you know, all the things that are coming out, if you pay attention to the way that he's reacting to everything, you'll see where I'm, you know, heading with that. Because it's just simply the way he treats women. You know, you have this woman holding you down in jail where you say you're so stressed and you're still trying to live a certain lifestyle inside of the jail for the simple fact that street life, I guess. I don't know. Girl, I don't know. But I do think that culture is like slowly dying. Slowly but surely it's dying. But that leads me to say, Mona Leo, she dropped a song. I think it's called Sexy Salon. I don't know. But it was very black, very, very black, empowering for the black community. And I feel like with Young Thug, it was trying to make it like I don't know. I feel like when your mind is in it for the wrong things, you can tell who's power hungry and who's doing something to like make a statement or, you know, be genuine within things. And I feel like because of this album that he dropped, and it was so crazy because he kind of just, it was like a bomb for everybody. Everybody's like, who is this man on this cover? Like, girl, what the fuck is that about? You know, what the fuck is that about? It's certain shit I don't play about. I'm sorry. Because I already feel like the way the world is, like, there has to be something. What they say, if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. There has to be something that there has to be a boundary point, you know, a line. And you can tell who's in it just for like money and stuff. Who's in it just for attention, you know, in it for all the wrong reasons. That alone told me that I don't know if he will be learning his lesson anytime soon. And that's that. Because he's going on like a humiliation world tour right now. It is bad. It's kind of hard to watch. But that's neither here nor there. Yes, I feel like Mona Leo is kind of pushing us forward, at least black women. And I love that because I feel like a lot of people do not think for themselves. A lot of people do not think for themselves, and it's very heavy in the black community where there's still a big ass hold over us. And I'm not gonna say it's like that for everybody, but there's still a hold over a lot of people, at least nearby with me. There are still a lot of people that have a hold over them, that are still thinking a certain way or feeling like things has to be a certain way because that's how they grew up seeing it, or I guess that's what they was taught, or that's what they ended up believing. Like a lot of traditions and stuff is gone. A lot of common sense is gone. A lot of shit for black people is just gone. And I feel like she's pushing a lot of people to kind of pay attention to what's really important when it comes to being black. Like, I understand whatever. But yeah, I feel like because women need that role model. I was never really big on listening to women rappers who would be like, you know, fuck that nigga, my pussy. Like, yeah, I was never really big on that. And I don't know, I feel like this probably could have been like a, what do you call it? I don't even know what to call it. But I was so used to listening to men rappers. So when the women rappers came, like, it was kind of hard for me to listen to stuff like that. And, you know, that was just one from being around men. And I guess that just rubbed off on me. But I also didn't really agree with all the things that they was like flaunting. Because I understand we got to get our power back. We can't be letting people, you know, fuck over us and all this other stuff. I get that. But I feel like you know, we took a step forward and then like 3 steps back. And I feel like with Mona Leo, she's helping us take steps forward. There's no steps back. It's like, you know, we just keep moving forward. Even though she do have songs where she's like saying things along the lines of the other female rappers. But, you know, the song that just came out, and then on top of that, she's not even like living the lifestyle that she's rapping about. She just knows, I don't know, but she's not really living the lifestyle that she's rapping about. Because as you can see, she just got married. She got a whole son and a husband. And she even stressed the fact that when it comes to relationships, like, don't just allow people to run over you because you feel like you have to settle, you know? And she even speaks a lot about mental health and all this other stuff. I feel like maybe I don't be paying attention. Maybe I don't really know what I'm talking about. Because, like I said, I don't listen to women rappers for real, for real. I'm more like a woman singer type person. But, yeah, I don't think I've heard anybody else, you know? But then again, I'm not looking. So that could be that. But, yeah, no, I feel like she's becoming something great for the community. She is something great for the community, for sure. And I'm not just saying that because she's from my hometown. Not playing. But, no, I do feel like she's helping us slowly progress forward. I also feel like she's probably also in the headspace of realizing the effect that music genuinely has over the people that are listening. You know, because you see, she just had this wedding and everybody was like, oh my gosh, like, we got to get back into, like, you know, Black people getting married and not just fucking and having baby mamas and all this extra shit. So I feel like that right there was a big step. And then also, it's not to say that Black people don't get married. I'm just paying attention to the fact that how many Black people, you know, broadcast that for other Black people to see, you know, for other Black people to be hopeful for. And it's crazy. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me because I feel like I said, not a lot of people think for themselves. So if we want change, you know, we kind of have to pay attention to who's the bigger picture, you know, who's setting the mark, opposed to just getting mad at the people around us. We know they're not gonna stop what they're doing and change their life. They have to see someone of importance do something big for them to feel like, oh, okay, maybe I do need to calm down, you know, to alter their brain chemistry. And why it has to be like that, it's so crazy because that's just the way the world is programmed. And, you know, it's been like that. But I feel like we got to be a little bit more strategic if we really want to see a change. It's not like forcing it on them, but at the same time, you know, drop a little jewel here and there and allow the people to catch that and move on as necessary. Because right now, Young Thug, like, bitch, don't piss me off. Do not fucking piss me off. It was so crazy to me because that set the tone for the rest of the album for me. It did. I feel like had it been in the middle somewhere, I don't know. But first song, that was crazy. That really set the tone for the rest of the album for me. Mind you, I didn't save no songs. I didn't save no songs. I damn near couldn't look because it's a white man, a black white man with blue eyes staring at me. I was uncomfortable. I can't lie. I was not fucking with it. So that's just that. I feel like the way he thinks of the world, I don't know. I feel like I can just sense how his mind works, especially being, you know, the way he answers things or the way he goes about situations that has happened to him publicly. I feel like I can sense how his mind works. I feel like I got a good perspective of how it works. And that's not nobody we need to be following after. As the Black community, for sure. There's not nobody we need to be following after. He want white fans, allow those people to, you know, do whatever they want with that. But I feel like as black people, we have to respect people that respect us. He doesn't respect the black community. And it's not even about being black for him. It's literally just about the buddy. So when it comes to people like that, I feel like we have to be a little bit more strategic about the type of people that we just let slide with shit. We can't be so open with allowing everybody to just do anything. All skin people are not kin people. Sorry to say that, but girl, we gonna have to get on the ball or something, because that was crazy. That was fucking crazy. But then again, I do feel like Mona Leo really did something good, especially because her song is trending on TikTok. And it's actually a good song, and I fuck with it. Like, I think they're right there. I just feel like, yeah, no, it has to be better. And you know, that's what street culture is about. If you don't really give a fuck about your race, it needs to die. That's what I think. If that's what street culture, I don't know. I feel like it needs to die if it comes to that. If we have to forget the fact that, you know, our ancestors fought for us to even roam free today. For me to be able to sit over here and freely talk about this today, regardless of what the fuck is going on in the world. I feel like if we don't snap, like, get the fuck up, I feel like if we don't wake up, girl, y'all are literally living in vain. I feel like y'all really just playing in their faces. Like, we gotta lock in. For real. And it's just getting frustrating to see people of power and people of status or whatever kind of play and tarnish with what was built for us or what was created for us. We have to realize we're much more powerful than we think, for sure. And especially if we all come together and do a little 1-2. For sure, we literally have an advantage over them. They just have us thinking that we don't. Like, a lot of people are literally walking around feeling like we can't do shit. And hell, they even got some of their white people sleep for the sake of us not understanding our power, for the sake of us not realizing what we have within us. Like, it's that deep. They don't give a fuck about who they hurt in the process as long as we just stay at the bottom. It's literally that deep, and we gotta get the fuck up. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm about to eat my burrito. And yeah. Thank you for watching. Stream Mona Leo. Y'all need to stream We On That Too. That's a good song. I like that song by Mona Leo. And yeah, that's that. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, babe.